beautiful Guyana, oh my lovely native land, more dear to me than all the world, thy sea-washed, sun-kissed strand. Or down upon the borders, looking out upon the deep, the great Atlantic blown into a fury. At morn, at noon, or better in the crimson sunset's glow, I love.
Hi Guyana, this is your girl Medea. It's been a long time. Didn't make one of these videos, but I was highly motivated to make a video of what's going on in the hair. Okay, this is the girl Medea, Guyana, Medea, Guyanese Medea, should I say that? Welcome me back. Okay, there's some discussion we need to do. There's some discussion we need to talk about. Recently, there's a crapo. Well, no. Let me be professional. There's a Jamaican young lady by the name of Mackerel. She said a lot of things. Should I say derogatory? Things out of place about Guyana and Guyanese people. First, she said we are the poorest country, and then she said we have Down syndrome and we Downs, something like that. Well, and we eat iguana. Well, Guyanese, y'all need to accept it. There are some truth to what she said, but it doesn't validate being a Guyanese that we accept these things, because some of it is not facts. Maybe it was facts then, but as today, we talking about today, June 13, 2024. Nothing factual that came out of that young lady's mouth. Now, if she had said this maybe 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, it can be facts as far as the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But remember one thing, that only goes on books, what the World Trade Organization say. The World Trade Organization stated Guyana is one of the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. And let me get the facts right. Because I'm as a Guyanese, me never know Guyanese poor. We never have famine. And we stand on our own. We don't need nobody. We don't need no foreign investor. Since we got our independence from the British in 1966, May 26, we never get a handout. We did not have people to come there to invest. We don't have tourism. We don't have a beach. We have seawall. We have a sea, but we don't have beautiful beach. We have plenty rivers, and that's it. And we have a lot of forestry, interior. So basically, that's where our tourism should basically be. God bless Jamaica with their little tourism, because at the end of the day, if tourism leave Jamaica, talking about we poor, they might become the last poorest country of the Western Hemisphere. Well, I could say Caribbean. And honestly and truthfully, Guyana is a country. We is not an island. We don't even have 1 million people. And just imagine some people. But like I said, it's gonna be ignorance if I let that young lady get to me. She's a young lady, she's misinformed, and she's throwing spears in the wrong direction, and it triggered a lot of Guyanese people, because as a Guyanese and many Guyanese, they know that's not true. But let's go with facts. Guyana is noted over the years and many years as one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere, South America, and the Caribbean. And this is the reason why. We never poor. Guyana built on corruption, political parties corruption. There were no unity in Guyana over the years. Guyana have so much gold, so much bauxite, so much natural resources, sugar cane, millions of acres of rice land that is always planting. I mean, and you're gonna tell me Guyana fall under the poorest? It has to be political and the mismanagement of a country that have so much natural resources. Why Guyana should be the poorest? If it's anything, we should at least not even be on the list as the poorest. It got so many islands that are doing worse than us. A lot of them starving, a lot of them hungry, and they all depend on tourism. If tourism is not on those islands, they would dead for hungry. They would be worse than us. We never hungry. We had plenty food. But the problem is Guyana was mismanaged. And the sad thing that bring Guyana on its face is the political parties. We have two political parties who are involved with a lot of racism, segregation. And thanks goodness we are having this whole thing now, One Guyana. And a lot of us still embedded with those negative of hatred towards our own in Guyana. So when other countries come in and disrespect us, we should not be offended because we spent our whole lifetime after Guyana independence of disrespecting each other. So that young lady is a wake-up call for Guyanese. And that's the problem. We need to take back Guyana because we run left Guyana. Most of us ran left Guyana and go to the US and England, Canada, and America. The Guyana, human resources, the most educated and intelligent, well-schooled people, teachers leave Guyana and go to a foreign country to teach and leave Guyana on our foot, on our ass. And who they left Guyana behind? To worthless people to run it. People don't have know about people that there for themselves, to each his own. They're not worrying about you and me and Guyana. Y'all vote. But does it benefit you then? Did it benefit you now? We don't know. Guyana have so much gold. Guyana have so much bauxite, so much rice, so much sugar. And you could tell me Guyana is one of the poorest country? Then? Who was robbing the bank? Everybody was in there for a benefit for themselves and let the country fall on our face. All Guyana go leave Guyana through the back door. Everything of Guyana resources went through the back door and swept under the rug. The citizens don't even know what's going on. All they know, they had government that managed the country, but all the government mismanaged Guyana. Everybody's pocketing whatever they can, the profit. So let me tell you something. This is how they come up with Guyana as one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere, including the Caribbean. It goes with trade and the gross domestic product. Guyana cultivate a lot of resources, but was it traded? Did someone sell it off without us knowing? Was it registered? Guyana were taking in more import and debt than what it was putting out. Guyana was not exporting anything because everything leave out to Guyana without check and balance. Gold leave out to Guyana through the borders, tons and tons of gold. Hundreds of tons of gold. Natural resources left Guyana through Venezuela, through Brazil. Anything, nothing never leave Guyana on the books. So that's why we didn't have no value. The World Bank don't even have money for us then because we never had imports. We never had export. We had imports, so we were basically in debt. Guyana was on our ass. We were just, the only thing that kept Guyanese going is the Western Union. US-based Guyanese that were sending money home to help take care of their loved ones. And who was there? To each his own, whatever they could sell at the market and think. It looked like Guyana never trade, nothing. That's what it looks like. Did Guyana trade anything over the years? It looked like everything Guyana produced stay in Guyana. We don't have no gross domestic product. That's why World Bank said we didn't have no value. We didn't even have money in the bank, in the World Bank. All we had, it was negative, borrowing money, borrowing money. But you know what, Guyanese? It's a lot that we need to put into consideration. We can't talk about Guyana from a distance in every country, part of the world we at. But what are you doing for Guyana right now? Now we boasting about the oil we have. But I am so thankful that Exxon is managing our oil. At least we will see a return. We will see a honest return. I don't care if we get robbed. It's better to be robbed a little bit than rob everything. So I am happy Exxon is managing our oil, and at least we become the 11th richest country in the world. Our gross domestic product, did you guys see as of 2024? Let me pull it up right now. I'm going to pull it up and show the world what we're looking at. We are sitting on a gold mine right now. We are sitting on a gold mine, so all the naysayer and the insult is going back to them because they're going to need Guyana one day. And look, I'm going to show you this. You see what it says? Guyana. America is 3 strokes away from Guyana in billions of dollars. Guyana is worth $80 billion right now in reserve. Guyana is number 11 on the world richest nation. America is number 9. Do you know what that is? Do you Guyanese know what that is? The Caribbean people know what that is. Mackerel don't know what that is. Come on now. Even Guyanese people don't know what's going on in Guyana. So what you expect a Jamaican, a young lady from Jamaica from the street, not too much educated, or who knows? Even a lot of Guyanese don't know what's going on. So it's okay, Mackerel. You're all right. At the end of the day, we all need to get along as Caribbean and CARICOM nation, because everybody gonna need oil from Guyana. Because we have enough oil and gas to last us a lifetime. A lifetime. We're talking about 7, 8 generations from now. We are dead and gone, and Guyana gonna be the Mecca of the Caribbean. We're gonna be the Dubai of the Caribbean. So Jamaica, well, mackerel Jamaica, mackerel sardine, crapo, the crapo, we were the poorest because Guyana mismanaged. Instead of Guyana do export, we do import, and everything that should export was going out the back door. Whoever making, and then you wonder why Guyana was on her face. The government didn't care about the people, and hopefully the government is better now, where everything is check and balance. It's not perfect, but at least the little oil is check and balance. They say we sell out the oil, but I rather sell out most of the oil and get something than sell out everything and don't get nothing. And that's what put Guyana. And I'm glad smart people is managing Guyana today. I coming back. This is your Guyana, my dear. Just a little bit of education. But don't let the young lady from Jamaica make y'all feel away. But we're going to come back with the iguana business on part 2 of this. Take care. Bye. The girl, my dear.